You'll notice at the top that it says not secure. That's because our Dokploy admin panel is still running on the server's raw IP address. It's not connected to a real domain, and it doesn't have a security certificate yet. To fix that, and to make sure our login and data stay private while we're managing Docker, we're going to connect this panel to an actual domain. And we can do all of that through the Hostinger dashboard. So I'm going to switch back over to my Hostinger VPS control panel here. Then I'll go to Domains on the left-hand side and click into this here. Then I'll go to Domain Portfolio. Since my VPS plan includes a free domain, I'm going to go ahead and claim that here. I'll go to the right-hand side and click on Claim Domain. Then I'll search for a domain name here. I'll go with Docker VPS Demo, and that's going to end in .cloud. I'll click Check Availability. As you can see, that domain is available. So I'll click on Claim Domain. This is going to register that domain to me. And to start using our domain, we're going to have to verify this through our email address. Once you claim your free domain and the registration process is over, you'll get an email like this. All you have to do here is click on Verify Email. Then I'll click on Confirm. And now our domain has been verified and it's available to be used. Okay, now that we've verified and claimed our domain, I'm going to go back to this page here and click on Continue. From here, I'll click on Skip. Then on the left-hand side, I'm going to go to DNS and name servers. Then I'm going to scroll down and find my DNS records here. Whenever you get a new domain, there's going to be a couple of default DNS records that we'll need to delete. The first one is at the top here, and you'll see it's labeled CNAME. And then all the way at the bottom, you'll find a default A record. We don't want to keep these because we're hosting everything on our own VPS, so if we leave the default records here, our domain won't know where to send traffic. So to make sure everything is running smoothly, we're going to delete these two records. So I'll start by deleting the A record at the bottom. I'll click Delete here. Then I'm going to scroll back up to the top and find that default CNAME record here, and I'll delete this as well. And now with that done, we're going to add in our own records that point directly to our VPS. First, I'm going to add in a new A record. For the name, I'm going to leave this as the @ symbol. And then for the value, I'm going to paste in my VPS IP address. If you remember a little bit earlier on in the video, I mentioned to write down or copy your VPS IP address. And if you need to find that, you can go back to your VPS dashboard and find it there. Then for the TTL, I'm going to change this to 300. This is just going to make sure that this change reflects on our domain faster. With that done, I'll click Add Record. And now we've added in our first new DNS record. Now for the next record, we're going to change the name from the @ symbol to www. Then we'll leave all of the other settings the same. Once again, click on Add Record, then click on Confirm. Now we've added in our second DNS record. Now we're going to add in one more A record, but change the name from www to admin. This is the domain that will point specifically to our Dokploy dashboard. And you're essentially creating a subdomain from your main domain here. So to access my Dokploy admin dashboard, in my case, I'll type in admin.dockervpsdemo.cloud. That way I can easily access my Dokploy admin control panel at any time. With that done, let's go and click on Add Record and confirm again. Now we've added in our third and final DNS record. Now we've added in all of these DNS records, but this process can take a little bit of time to work in the background, so don't be discouraged if it takes a little bit of extra time for the changes to reflect on your domain. And now our domain knows exactly where our VPS is, but we're only halfway done. We still have to tell Dokploy what domain it needs to use for its admin panel. And doing that is what's going to let us issue the security certificate and make the dashboard fully secure. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Dokploy. I'll go to the top and go to my Dokploy tab. Then I'll click on Web Server. And here I can enter my domain. In my case here, I'll type in admin.dockervpsdemo.cloud. And in your case, you'll enter your own domain here. For the Let's Encrypt email, you can choose any email address that you want. And here we're going to toggle on our SSL certificate. I'll toggle this on here. And for the certificate provider, make sure you have Let's Encrypt selected. With all of that done, let's click on Save. And now that new domain has been assigned. And now if you look at the top, you can see it still says not secure. So we'll need to create a new tab and make sure that the assigned domain that we chose is properly working. To do this, I'm going to copy this domain and open up a new tab. And I'll paste in the domain here. Press Enter on my keyboard. And now if I go into the site settings, you'll see that the connection is now secure. From here, all you have to do is sign in to your Dokploy account. I'll click on Login. Now our Dokploy admin control panel is 100% secure.